Friday morning, September 26th, taking a look at a Bitcoin natal that I found online. Just wanted to test some ascendant transits on the intraday chart and see if it worked. So this chart is set for London, January 3rd, 2009 at 18:15 or 6:15 p.m. So I've got a couple of different things that I'm going to look at. I'm using the Ascendant. This is going to be transit to the natal. I'm going to use the transiting Ascendant of New York. So I'm using the New York time and place Ascendant to transit the natal Bitcoin London chart. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've taken a look at transits of the Ascendant to various of the planets. So I set it up just to look at the Moon, Pluto, Venus, Neptune. I did not use Chiron or the nodes. I transited Mercury, Jupiter, Sun, Mars, and Pluto with Saturn. I did not use Lilith or either node. Okay, so I'm going to go to the chart. I ran it for the whole current week from the 22nd to the 26th. So I'm going to bring in the price chart, the 4-minute chart of Bitcoin, and take a look at that. Okay, I'm just going to look backwards. Here I'm at Friday morning. You can see the date right here is the 26th. We had this aspect here at just before 6 a.m. I caught this minor retracement high. I think that was Saturn. I didn't mark these. I just want to get a quick look. I have an idea which planets I like better than others, but I'm not going to go through and talk about all of them. But you can see I've got the vertical lines on the hits. This is a low. This is a minor high. This one goes low to high right here. This one goes low to swing high here. This one is right at this minor swing high. Going back here is the day before the early 6 a.m. transit, found a bottom to a little upswing. Going back here, we've got a high to low move here between aspects. This is a minor low. This one here is kind of in a consolidation area. We go low to high. Another 6 a.m. transit. This is a minor retracement in the uptrend. I believe that was Saturn. Here we're in a kind of a consolidation area, so these are weak. Minor low, minor high, minor low in the move up. Another swing low to high. This one always seems to give a nice swing, these two planets together right here. Prior one a swing high, then we're one bar off the high to another high there. This one is in a chop zone, a minor low, and that 6 a.m. one. That's really the only one that didn't work too well on the 6 a.m. point. Here is a low, then we had a minor low. We're a little bit off the low. This one is actually more of a midpoint. This one's one bar off this little retracement low. We had a nice cluster here. We had the two planets together, plus we had the arrow, which I'll get to in a minute. Swing high, right near really a midpoint acceleration where we had the arrow and the planet transit come together in that accelerated move. Then we had a 6 a.m. retest of the low. Okay, now I'm back to the 22nd. You can see that right there, the 22nd. That's 12 a.m. at the date, then 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and so on. Now the arrows are the Ascendant to Venus. Now there's a reason why I chose Venus. I'm going to go back to the astro wheel and show that. Okay, now the Ascendant to the planets was just the transiting conjunction where the Ascendant, the New York Ascendant, was at the same degree as the London natal planet area. Now I'm taking the same Ascendant and I'm running that over the transit chart, but I'm running 30-degree increments to Venus. And the reason I'm using Venus is because Venus is right at its ingress point of Pisces here. And if you look at the chart, we've got Pluto at 1 degree. So those are very close to being at the same point. And we have Jupiter at 29 degrees. So we've got Venus aspecting Jupiter 30 degrees away within 1 degree. And then we've got a sextile 60-degree aspect to Pluto, which is at 1 degree. So basically Venus is the degree right in the middle, but we're getting a key aspect to Jupiter and Pluto, which are going to generally give us more energy. So those 3 planets being at 29, 0, and 1 degree, I'm taking the one in the center and just using that instead of taking the 3 measurements, which were all going to be within a 4-minute window either side of the Venus aspect. So now I'm going to go back to these arrows that I've got on the price chart and show you how that worked. Okay, now this is the ascendant. Remember, these are 30-degree increments to that natal Venus point, which is actually picking up 3 planets. You see, we've got the first arrow come in right before the waterfall decline here. The next one catches this top. We catch a bottom here. Notice how we bottom out. We have an inside bar, and as soon as the aspect kicks in, we get this really nice acceleration up move. Then we get a pretty good top. We get a pretty good top. This one comes in with the planet aspect, and it's really the midpoint, the middle of the swing from this low to this high. The aspect comes in together with the planet aspect right here at the middle of that swing. The next one comes in with the 2 planets at a significant bottom. Here we get a minor swing bottom, a minor swing bottom in an acceleration area, and this one at 8 p.m. really doesn't do much. It would be another midpoint and a minor downswing. But we get a good bottom here, and we get a good acceleration here, which is really just 1 bar late off the low. And then we get this nice swing high. And I didn't go any farther than that for the example. I just want to show how well that works. So this particular natal, just from a couple of simple tests, looking for those key points on that natal where those planets are very near the same degree, and then just running a 30-degree transit to the ascendant, going 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, all the way around the wheel. You're getting some really nice intraday turning points on the Bitcoin chart.